Hello, everyone, and I am very proud, very delighted to be joining all 55,000 members of the Association of Flight Attendants for the worldwide day of action to demand that airline management pays up. For decades, your union has been a leader in the struggle for economic justice. You believe, and I believe, and the American people believe, that we need to create an economy that works for all of us, not just the people on top.
I know I don't have to tell any of you that we are living in very difficult times. In virtually every sector of society, our nation is in crisis, from climate change to devastating wars, to our for-profit dysfunctional healthcare system, to our failure to meet the basic needs of ordinary Americans.
But in the midst of these enormous challenges, there is also some very good news that gives me hope about our future. And that is the resurgent fighting trade union movement of the working class. And thanks to extraordinary union leaders like Sarah Nelson and the tens of thousands of members at the AFA, that movement is growing.
When workers stand together in the pursuit of economic justice, we can achieve what was once thought impossible. All over this country, we are seeing workers standing up and fighting back against unprecedented corporate greed taking place in America. And flight attendants are out on the picket line right now, all over the country and the world, from the UK to Guam, demanding record contracts to get our time and money back in our hands. We're preparing to strike and demanding our right to strike, to make the industry do what they don't want to do. Pay us our fair share for the profits we help create and live a decent life with our families.
And as part of that effort, let me congratulate the 650 flight attendants with Breeze Airways, who overwhelmingly voted to join AFA to negotiate better pay and reliable schedules. Let me also thank all of the flight attendants at Delta Airlines, who are fighting to organize a union despite an aggressive union busting campaign by management. If Delta can afford to pay its CEO $34 million in total compensation last year after making $4.6 billion in profits, you know what? Delta can afford to allow all of its workers to form a union free from fear, intimidation, and coercion. And Delta can afford to pay Endeavor flight attendants doing the same work on Delta-branded flights the same exact pay. Let me also express my strong solidarity to the thousands of flight attendants at SkyWest Airlines who want to form their union with AFA. What these and the many other union organizing drives across the country tell me is that working people all over America are sick and tired of corporate greed.
That's right, Senator Sanders. They are sick and tired of CEOs making nearly 350 times as much as their average workers, while corporations are making record profits by driving up the price of groceries, prescription drugs, and gasoline to fatten up Wall Street while starving out Main Street.
They are sick and tired of a rigged economy in which, if you can believe it, over 60% of workers in our country live paycheck to paycheck, while at the same time, three people own more wealth than the bottom half of American society. And that is why your union is fighting to make sure that flight attendants with United, Alaska, American, Air Wisconsin, Omni-Air, and Frontier Airlines get the contract terms they have earned. And that is why your union is fighting to organize flight attendants with Delta Airlines and SkyWest. And that is why your union made sure that the funding Congress provided to the airline industry during the pandemic protected the jobs, salaries, and benefits of ordinary airline workers, not the stock portfolios or the bonuses of greedy airline executives. What the AFA understands, and what I understand, is that we refuse to live in an oligarchic society.
We refuse to accept a society in which so few have so much and so many have so little. Sisters, brothers, siblings, all across the working class, let us stand together to end corporate greed.
Let us stand together to create an economy that works for every man, woman, and child in this country, not just the billionaire class. Thank you all very much. Keep up the fight.
Solidarity forever.